Okay, this is the demo of our game called King Tut's Mask. So, you start off in the middle of Egypt. And there's background music, sand, footsteps. You play as Jeff, main character, this guy right here. Um, so when you start off, pretty much you have a town around you. There's a casino, there's some houses, nothing too much. And over here is the first NPC. So when you walked up to him, he says, "Welcome to Egypt, you must be Jeff. I have predicted your arrival. You are searching for King Tut's tomb. Your journey will begin to the west. You will search for an eye that is said to bring good luck to those in its possession." So, from here, typically you would go into the casino, and there's another NPC in there, and pretty much he challenges you to a game of blackjack, and pretty much every single time he wins. So you can't really do anything once in there. So then, if you head west, you just head west for a while until you reach the coast. And also everything has collisions, so your character is confined. That's just a game mechanic we've implemented, including like the buildings over here. These also have collisions. So when you go west, you will hit the coast, and if you follow the coast up, you will find the first relic soon. Here it is. So you have found the Eye of Horus. You don't know what it does, but you feel like you have good luck. So pretty much it gives you good luck. So it's a little bit of a puzzle. After that, you'd want to go to the casino, and now you're able to beat the blackjack guy. So here you go, bust, you win, and as a reward he'll give you a hint, which is to head east, and rumor has it there's an old piece of jewelry worn by King Tut. So once you go here, it's B to exit. I haven't implemented like spawning the character outside the door, but another error that we have is that there's 2 music players, so I'll delete that one for now, but that was just one of the things that I couldn't figure out. Also with the gambler, I tried to implement pretty much having the Eye of Horus. There's a variable in it over here. So if I go to Horus, it has in the script it has an isCollected variable, which is a boolean, and pretty much when you collect it, it sets itself to true. And I tried to carry that through to the casino. Like I have a script over here. Where is it? I pretty much tried to get the object to switch scenes, although I couldn't figure that out. So the casino doesn't really work. Like whereas like when you go on the first time, it'll say like you'll always lose, but then the second time you'll win. I couldn't iron that out, but like if I set, let's see, if I set this to that, then when you run the casino, then this is pretty much what happens if you don't have the Eye of Horus. So this will happen every single time, and you can't do anything about it. So yeah, and then so when you win, he gives you the hint to go east. So when you head east, you'll find another shore. This one's grassier, and also a town over here. None of these buildings are enterable. But then you find this artifact, which is the second artifact. So you found the scarab bracelet that was once worn by King Tut. It is said to spawn a scarab as the animal reincarnate of Ra himself. And then press B to spawn the scarab of Ra. So when you collect that, now when you click B, it says you can't use that here. So from the beginning of the game, this area is blocked off. There's a lake blocking your path, and you can't do anything about it. And this is really the only like path outside of the map. So this is pretty much your end goal. So then once you get like over anywhere else, and still you can't use the item. So eventually once you get up here, you click B, and he spawns. So he says, "Valiant effort. I am the reincarnate of Ra, the sun god, and as a reward of making it this far, I will dry up the lake and grant you passage to the pyramid." So the lake turns into sand. Ra being the sun god, he can, dry up the lake with the sun. So then you run across here, and you finally make it to the pyramids. This area has all different types of pyramids, but this is the main one where King Tut is. So you go inside, and this is pretty much the end of the game. You found King Tut, and then you head over here, and it gives you information about pyramids and the whole mummification process. So this is pretty much the end of the game, and yeah. So a lot of the mechanics we used were pretty much like mostly with dialogue, and then like here's all the collisions we have, and then the Eye of Horus and the other artifact, which is the Scarab bracelet over here. These use scripts, which pretty much determine whether the player has it or not, has collected it. And then we have, here's the casino text. So I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't get this to work, but pretty much I'm using coroutines for waiting, so that the text feels like it's actually like flowing rather than just having like all of it appear at once. That makes it feel like you're actually kind of playing the game, I guess, instead of just a block of text showing up saying he wins. Like there's a little pause in between. And then here's the beetle at the end. So pretty much this controls everything for the bracelet. So for example, I have two coroutines. One is for when you press B outside of the area to use the beetle, and it says you can't use that here, and then deactivates it. And then here is if you have the beetle, then it has the text, and then pretty much adds the sand object over here, the one that is where the lake is, right here. So if I activate that, that's what it is. And then here's the player controller for Jeff. I am using a forget what it's called, but if I go here into the animator, it's a blend tree. That's what it is. So I'm using a blend tree for the different animations depending on the inputs that you put in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just have some other couple simple scripts for different triggers and that sort of stuff, and the music, and yeah, that's about it.